Push past quitting and dominate, because surrender is the grave of the weak, hesitation the shackle of the broken, and victory belongs to those who crush every urge to give up with unyielding fury. You're not here to collapse under the weight of despair, to let life's storms bury your dreams. You're here to rise, to obliterate every doubt, to forge a dominion that echoes through time. Picture a girl named Oprah Winfrey, born in 1954 in rural Mississippi, where poverty clawed at her grandmother's shack, her hands rough from picking cotton, her spirit an inferno no hardship could extinguish. At 19, she faced rejection from newsrooms, her voice dismissed, yet her resolve blazed with a fire that refused to die. That fire propelled her to a media empire, reshaped culture. Your dominance is your weapon. Will you wield it or let it rust in defeat? Feel that weapon ignite within you. Winfrey's path isn't a faded story, it's a battle cry exploding in your core. Your mind is the first battlefield where triumph is forged, and right now, you're letting it rot. You're drowning in excuses, the soul, crushing job that drains your will, the setbacks that choke your hope, the failures that sneer you're done. Silence them. Your mindset isn't your prison, it's your empire, and you've let it crumble under the siege of quitting. Winfrey didn't let poverty define her, she let it refine her. The Mississippi mud, the jeers of wealthier kids, the abuse that scarred her youth, they didn't break her, they forged her. Picture her at 12 in a Nashville tenement, her hands trembling from chores, her grandmother's voice a weary command. Keep going, Oprah. While her mind roared, dreaming of microphones and stages. You're surrounded by the wreckage of your doubts. Gather the debris, hammer it into blades, and reclaim your throne. Rise each dawn with a hunger that devours despair, a resolve that melts every barrier into molten power. Command your thoughts with the fury of a tempest, turn every scar into a medal of war, and let your mindset be the crucible where your dominance is born. You're not a slave to your past, you're its conqueror, a ruler destined to push past quitting. Steel hardens with belief, the unshakable force that turns dreams into empires. Winfrey believed in a future where her voice uplifted millions, where a Mississippi girl could command the airwaves. At 19, rejected by broadcasters, she believed in her talent, practicing relentlessly, the crackle of a radio her guide, her hands gripping scripts. That belief drove her to local news in Nashville in 1976, her nights a blur of effort, her faith a wildfire. By 1986, she believed in The Oprah Winfrey Show, launching her empire, her conviction a thunderclap. The world scoffed, called her too emotional, a nobody from the South. But Winfrey's resolve burned brighter. It propelled her to global influence, her legacy a beacon. You're letting doubt erode you now, wondering if you're enough, if your dreams are too vast, if the world will ever see your strength. Shatter that erosion. Belief isn't a fragile hope, it's a lightning strike that splits the earth, a certainty that draws triumph to you like a magnet. Believe you're a titan, a shaper of destinies, a force of nature, and let that conviction roar through your veins, driving you with a momentum no quit can stop. You're not here to falter, you're here to prevail. Momentum sharpens with clarity, the piercing light that cuts through the haze of distraction. Winfrey didn't chase every fleeting whim, she focused on one vision line: mastering media and empowering lives. After early news stumbles in the 1970s, she saw the flaw. Scattered gigs wouldn't build her legacy. She honed her clarity, perfecting her craft, her mind a laser cutting through noise. Picture her in 1986, on As Oprah's set, the air thick with nerves, her voice firm. We uplift, not just entertain. That clarity drove her to The Color Purple in 1985, to a decade-defining show by 1996, her influence a flood. You're lost in chaos now, scrolling endlessly, chasing scattered goals. Letting the world's clamor shred your focus. Halt it. Define your aim with a precision that sets your spirit ablaze, a target so vivid you can feel its weight, taste its triumph. Clarity isn't a gentle wish, it's your compass, your anchor in the storm. Winfrey knew her course. Do you? Set it now and let it guide you like a beacon piercing the blackest night. You're not here to drift, you're here to rule. Beacons ignite vision, the blazing horizon that turns ambition into legacy. Winfrey saw a future where her platform transformed lives, where a rural girl could inspire nations, a vision so vast it silenced the cynics. In 1976, after news rejections, she envisioned stardom, a dream mocked by executives who called her unfit. Picture her in 1986. On As Oprah's debut, the studio tense, the ratings shaky, yet her vision held, the applause a promise of victory. That vision carried her through the 1990s scandals, when critics struck, through nights where she planned giveaways, the air thick with purpose. By 2011, her network launched, her vision a reality, the world her stage. You're stumbling in the dimness of indecision. Lift your eyes. See your future ablaze with triumph. Every peak you'll conquer, every dream you'll seize, every life you'll touch, as if it's already yours. Vision isn't a fleeting escape, it's the blueprint of your rise, the canvas you paint with your soul's fire. Visualize it, breathe it, live it. Because what you see with unyielding clarity, you'll conquer with relentless might. You're not here to imagine, you're here to create. Might pulses with purpose, the heartbeat that drives every titan. Winfrey's purpose wasn't wealth, it was to empower, to prove resilience could triumph, to lift others from despair. She saw her grandmother's toil, the Mississippi poverty, her own early traumas, and vowed to change it. That purpose fueled her 1976 news start, driving her to Oprah in 1986, defying odds. Picture her in 1996, on a show set, the air thick with emotion, her voice steady. We heal through truth, a mission that rallied viewers. That purpose turned her platform into a movement, its waves a testament. You're searching for meaning now, waiting for purpose to strike. Stop waiting. Unearth the flame in your core, the mission that sets your blood ablaze, the cause you'll defend when all hope fades. Purpose isn't a puzzle to solve, it's the inferno that powers your charge, the war cry that resounds with every step. Find it, let it consume you, because a life without purpose is a flicker in the gale, while yours is a blaze that will transform the world. You're not here to hesitate, you're here to ignite. Blazes demand discipline, the iron will that turns embers into empires. Winfrey didn't rise with ease. She rose with discipline, working 16-hour days, pushing her mind and body to the edge. At 19, in newsrooms, she disciplined herself to excel, her hands steady, her focus unyielding. In 1986, launching Oprah, she honed every episode, her office a fortress, sleep a luxury. Picture her in 1996, during a live show, the air thick with tension, her voice a command, perfection or nothing. The studio her anvil. You're tempted by ease now, the snooze button's call, the endless scroll, the path of least resistance. Shatter it. Rise each morning with a warrior's rage, carve your destiny with every disciplined strike, let it be the spine of your ascent. Discipline isn't a chain, it's your rebellion, the crown you seize when weakness falls. Master it, because discipline is the foundation of every legend, and you were born to stand supreme. Foundations strike with action, the raw power that builds worlds from ruin. Winfrey didn't just dream, she acted, breaking into news in 1976, launching at Oprah in 1986, expanding her empire in 2011. You're frozen by fear now, failure looming, judgment cutting, the unknown taunting. Break free. Charge with the fury of a storm, every step a declaration of your might, every move a brick in your empire. Action isn't a timid plan. It's the thunder that shapes your reality, the hammer that forges your world. Strike now, because every moment you delay is a kingdom lost to quitting. You're not here to plan, you're here to conquer. Thunder glows with gratitude, the light that turns wounds into weapons. Winfrey spoke of her struggles with gratitude, not bitterness. The rejections taught her grit, the traumas deepened her resolve, the criticism fueled her fire. She thanked her grandmother, her team. Picture her in 2011, at OWN's launch, her voice soft. For those who carried me. You're cursing your battles now. Poverty that bites, heartbreak that stings, loss that lingers. Transform them. Every scar, every triumph, every breath. Wear it as a warrior's medal, proof of your survival. Gratitude isn't weakness. It's the fire that turns your past into power, the lens that reveals the gold in your struggles. Embrace it. Because the storms that forged you are the sparks that lift you higher. You're not here to resent, you're here to rise. Sparks bend with adaptability, the flow that turns obstacles into victories. When news roles faltered in 1976, Winfrey adapted, embracing talk shows. In 1996, during scandals she adapted, broadening her reach. The world shifts beneath you now, jobs vanish, markets twist, life evolves. Ride it. You're not a rock to shatter, you're a river, carving new paths through stone. Adaptability isn't compromise, it's your evolution, the skill that keeps you soaring. Flow, grow, because the future yields to those who adapt, and you were born to lead. You're not here to resist, you're here to reshape. Leadership thrives on resilience, the unbreakable core that turns pain into power. Winfrey faced rejection, abuse, public scrutiny, yet rose. Life will strike, betrayal will cut, failure will bruise, despair will claw. Will you shatter? No. You'll rise, forged stronger, a titan crowned by struggle. Resilience isn't survival, it's your reign, the force that turns scars into scepters. Stand tall. because you were born to rule your storms. You're not here to fall, you're here to rise. Reins sharpen with learning, the hunger that keeps your edge lethal. Winfrey didn't start as a mogul. She learned, mastering media, studying people, growing through challenges. She learns daily, pushing limits. You're resting on old wisdom. Ignite your thirst. Hunt knowledge like a predator, every lesson a blade, every mistake a forge. Learning isn't a task, it's your evolution, the fire that keeps you ahead. Seek it, because those who stop learning fall first. You're not here to stagnate, you're here to ascend. Ascension burns with purpose revisited, the flame that breaks every chain. Winfrey's purpose empowered guided her through crisis. Hold fast. Let it lead you. Purpose is your destiny. Lead. Flame forges resilience again, the steel that withstands every gale. Winfrey rose through rejections, traumas, each scar a triumph. Rise. Reign with resilience. Reigns demand learning, the hunger that builds your legacy. Winfrey's growth inspires. Resist stopping, grow. Learning crowns you soar. Wisdom strikes with resilience, the force that turns blows to victories. Winfrey's path proves resilience eternal. Conquer trials. Rule. Ruling pulses with learning, the edge that keeps you eternal. Winfrey's thirst lifted her. Grow, fly. Flight ignites with quitting crushed, dominance secured. Winfrey's journey lights the way. You're a storm, rise. Push past quitting with a titan's mind, a visionary's belief, a leader's clarity, a creator's vision, a warrior's purpose, a king's discipline, a builder's action, a survivor's gratitude, a river's adaptability, a colossus's resilience, an eternal hunger for learning. Dominate, reign, build, conquer. The world isn't ready. Rise now, seize now, blaze your path.